on, y'all? It's DG back with another video. Today, going to give you guys a review on these right here, the Nike Book 1s. I haven't uploaded a long form video in the past 2 weeks simply because I've been busy playing basketball and preparing for these shoe reviews. I've been playing in this specific shoe every day since I've got them, so let's get right into it. The traction consists of a very traditional herringbone pattern, and it works well, especially indoors. There are two callouts that I want to mention. First, you do have to wipe on dust. I don't think that this shoe is the exception or the exceptional traction category where it's like the Kobe 9 or even the Air Jordan 1 where it's just amazing. I think there are very few shoes that can go without wiping, and this shoe is definitely something that you do have to wipe, but the bite is still really good. The grip is still very solid. So I'm not going to say this traction setup is bad at all in my personal experience. The second thing is that I hope that we do get more solid rubber outsoles, because in general, not even on the Book 1, but across all basketball shoes, I am not a fan of translucent outsoles. So I do think that a solid rubber outsole will perform better, especially indoors. In terms of durability for outdoors, these are good. In my personal opinion, it might be one of the best traction durability setups in Nike basketball or even Jordan brand's entire line. The grooves are pretty spaced apart, which is great for surface area. And then the actual grooves are very, rugged and hard. From a durability standpoint, it is definitely up there in terms of basketball shoes. There is some fraying, towards the, the high-end areas, especially in the forefoot, but it's nothing too crazy. I played in so many basketball shoes outdoors to the point where, that entire sole is gone. And I don't think these will fall into that category. I think that, the soles will be gone, but it will take a lot longer simply because of the durable traction setup. So overall, the traction is good. It's not the best, but it is still very solid. In terms of the cushion setup, it consists of full-length Cushlon 2.0 with a top-loaded Zoom Air unit in the heel. What's interesting about the cushion setup is that it is caged on the lateral side right here, but it is exposed on the medial side. So that's why you don't see compression on the outside or the lateral side of the shoe. But if I flip it over, you guys can see compression in the Cushlon. The cushion setup is good, but I would say it's only good for indoors. It's definitely not the best, but it's adequate enough for guards. If you are a fast player, if you, play like Devin Booker, who is a guard, then I do think you will like these. It is a very comfortable ride, but it's nothing too crazy. It is kind of like the Kobe 4. The Cushlon is pretty minimal in my opinion. It is pretty dead in the forefoot, so I do wish that they put the Zoom unit in the heel, in the front, in the forefoot instead. That's my one downside about the shoe. I do think that if they put Zoom Turbo in the forefoot, this shoe would be amazing. It would be, a lot better in my personal opinion. Especially as a guard, you would want, forefoot cushion. At the same time, production costs and, they have to checks and balances with the tech in this shoe. So I understand why they didn't use Zoom Turbo and might be more expensive. So the cushion setup is responsive. It has a lot of court feel. It plays fast in my opinion. Outdoors though, I don't think this has a lot of impact protection in my personal opinion. So that's my opinion on the cushion setup. I would stay with these indoors simply because it plays fast, it's low to the ground, doesn't have that much impact protection. But if you are playing in these outdoors, then I hope that you are a little bit younger. I have been playing in these outdoors for reasons that I will talk about next. But overall, the cushion setup is solid. It's not the best. I would say it's, average or even a little bit above average, especially for indoors. In terms of the fit of this shoe, I would say it fits true to size. However, it is very snug. It's one of the most snug fitting shoes that I've tested and reviewed in the past 2 years. Honestly, I do have a true to size here and I am a wide footer. It required a lot of break-in time for me, but I did end up liking the fit of the shoe. It does fit tight though. It does fit tight, so I think in future releases I'm going to try one size 11 just to see. There were some times where I felt my foot sleeping into the shoe. I felt like it was a little bit numb, which is definitely not a feeling that you want. So I would recommend if you're a wide footer to go up half a size. If you're a narrow footer, I would recommend staying true to size if you like snug fits. But if you don't like snug fits at all, I would just recommend going up half a size. Transitioning into the next performance category, the reason why I could get away with true to size is because of the amazing materials on this shoe. There's a nubuck on the shoe, there's some suede, there's some leathers on the shoe. And most of all, in terms of the fit, in terms of how they feel on court, they feel absolutely amazing. It feels like a nice compression on your foot, and it's very soft in my personal opinion. So I do have a wide foot, and I was able to get away with true to size simply due to the materials. I don't feel like there are any hot spots in this shoe. It feels like a very nice sock in my personal opinion. And most of all, it's soft. It's like a soft material that feels comfortable, which allows me to keep going back to the shoe despite how snug it feels. I wouldn't say the shoe molds to your feet. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's comfortable. So in terms of materials, I'm gonna give it like a 9, 10 out of 10, honestly, because for a lot of basketball shoes nowadays, relatively speaking to the modern era, this is something a little bit different where it's really nice, especially if you are used to like mesh or plastic or textiles and stuff like that. This is a very nice basketball shoe in terms of materials. In terms of support of the shoe, I really had no issues. I do think that the shoe's materials are very supportive because it uses like real materials instead of like plastic and mesh and stuff like that. Base is also pretty wide. It does come with a little bit of an outrigger. In terms of lockdown, it's very good. One thing that I will mention though that I saw in my guy Nightwing Chris's review is that the heel portion, like this Achilles area, does consist of a very soft, comfortable material, but it is a little bit slippery. So despite how snug the shoe is, there is some heel slippage or just like a little bit of heel slippage to the point where you do have to lock down the laces a lot. It's nothing crazy, it's just a very minute thing that I think some people are seeing in this shoe. I do think that if they put like a more rugged material or like some texture to this Achilles portion, then it would not have any heel slip at all. But I had very, very, very minor heel slip, but not to the point where I couldn't hoop in them because I was definitely playing in these. Overall, y'all, I really like the Book 1 to the point where I can't wait for more colorways. This is a very comfortable shoe in terms of materials. The cushion is pretty on point. It's nothing too crazy, but it's not bad. So I would say it's average, a little bit above average, like I said. The traction is no gimmicks. It is on the more durable side, which is amazing. And it consists of a very traditional herringbone pattern, which works well indoors. The materials are just amazing. It feels so soft on my foot. And with the true to size snug fit, like I just feel like I can wear these like slippers almost and still feel comfortable going anywhere. I even played in these outdoors, picked up food, and then went back home. Like this is a very versatile shoe that I absolutely love, honestly. The hate for this shoe is a little bit unwarranted, guys, because if you get these in hand, if you feel them, if you play in them, I almost guarantee you'll probably like them. When I say like them, I don't mean that you'll love them. These are not like a Kobe 5. These are not like a Kobe 4. I think the cushion setup is similar to a Kobe 4, but also like these are not a Kobe shoe. It's a first signature basketball shoe that has amazing materials, that is solid in pretty much every performance category. The only thing that you can knock it on is 1, the availability, 2, the rollout for the shoe, because I honestly do not agree with what 2 is the rollout of this shoe, like the marketing and stuff like that. And then 3 is the colorways, because we have seen so many great colorways that Devin Booker has been wearing, but this is the first one that we've gotten. Am I mad at that? It's neither here or there, but also I do like this clean neutral colorway that I can wear outdoors and it goes with everything. Overall, to sum up my thoughts, this is a great shoe, guys. This is a great shoe that I can honestly see myself hooping in for real. Like, I really do think that you can really, get buckets in these. These are not a liability of a shoe. Based on a lot of shoes that I've tested over the past few years, I do think that a lot of people overall, generally speaking, I'm not saying everyone, will like these simply because the materials are nice. They feel like a sock almost. And the overall performance of this shoe is solid. Like, it's not bad. I don't know why people are hating on it. I do think it's because of the looks, but also like it's a little bit unwarranted because these are a good looking shoe in my personal opinion. Maybe you don't think so. Maybe it takes another colorway, but I do predict that a lot of heads are going to turn. A lot of people are going to switch up on this shoe. And I've been on the record in the summer. Go to my past videos where the Book 1 first leaked. I've been saying I've liked these since the summer or whenever they first leaked. That's because I see the vision, guys. I saw the vision, I see the vision, and this vision is going to come to fruition if Nike delivers on the colorways. The box is also amazing. It has this retro style Nike sportswear box with this on the side, which is amazing. So it does, stack like a book almost. However, I did see future colorways, the boxes of future colorways, and it still comes in this orange. I wish that they changed the color of the, font here for each specific colorway, because it would be cool if collectors would be able to stack them like books and you would be able to tell which shoe is in the box based on the font color. I'm going on a rant, but I want to emphasize that I do like this shoe and I do recommend them. Now, is it worth resale? I honestly don't think so, because the availability of the shoe is an issue. And I don't think that you should pay resale for this product unless you are, a huge Devin Booker fan, or you just want to try out the shoe. Honestly, at the end of the day, you can do what you want. But I do think that Nike will deliver on availability eventually. There is a Mirage 2.0 colorway, Mirage V2 that's coming soon. So I do think those will be more available. But at the same time, I do recommend this shoe, because if you are looking for a shoe that you can do pretty much anything in, because I am the type of person who's very busy. I run a lot of errands. I have a lot of things going on in my life, in my personal life. There's just so many things I have to do, but basketball keeps me sane, guys. So I like to play outdoors. I like to play, in between errands. I like to play, I like to fit basketball in my schedule. And I really appreciate a shoe that's able to, cross the lifestyle category along with the on-court category. So I can just wear these everywhere. The only other shoes that I feel comfortable doing that in terms of looks is like a Jordan 13 or a Jordan 12. But the Jordan 12 is a very stiff shoe. You really have to break that shoe in. It is also, not the lightest shoe in the world. Jordan 13 is an amazing, basketball performer, but honestly, the looks are very, head turning. It's not the most, appealing shoe to the general eye. This shoe, in my opinion, is pretty lightweight. It's not going to be like a Kobe 11 or whatever. It still has like a very nice rubber outsole that adds weight, but also it's not a heavy shoe at all. Overall, y'all, let me know what you guys think of the Nike Book 1s. And if you are looking to get a pair after watching this video. At the end of the day, these are my personal opinions. There are a lot of people who are going to write this shoe off simply due to the looks. But if Nike delivers on colorways, I do think a lot of people will change their mind. You don't have to buy this shoe. I do think that there are a lot of other competitive basketball shoes on the market. But in terms of looks, I really like these. The comfortability of the shoe is great, especially in terms of the materials. I feel like I can just slip these on. And the performance for every performance category is solid. So leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys think of the Nike Book 1s. Subscribe and like this video if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.